My name is Robert, and I may have a hot head, but my lips are deadlier.
I'm Jessica, and money can't buy you class, but it can buy you podcast equipment.
It's so enormously out of proportion. You have told strangers, you have personality, but the big stuff, Ramona, that you did.
Utter violation of my privacy.
Great example for your daughter. This is a great example for your daughter.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello.
How's your week been, Robert?
Oh, it's been an interesting 24 hours. I was texting Jess all day. Well, after my 5-hour coma that I accidentally slipped in. Yesterday was a day. I went and got looked at for my third post-op. Oh my God, I didn't tell you this. They showed me a picture of my foot from like before, middle, and now. And I could be Wolverine with my foot. Like the toes that were completely broken off of my foot, you can watch them in like that like slideshow theme start to mend back onto my foot with the help of this screw. It was great to see that I'm healing, but it was also really disgusting to look at.
Yeah, I'm sure. But you should make that like slideshow for yourself because that'd be fun. I'm going to. I have to applaud myself. I have been so good with making new social media posts because of Instagram's new algorithm. Like, I'll give myself credit because I couldn't remember. I was like your mom and dad with their password manila envelope before. Like I couldn't work my iPhone. So I will make that into a slideshow. I'll make it into like one of those like I will remember like my like ode to my left foot. I'm proud of you too, though. You've come a long way since when you'd have to come over to my apartment and be like, Jess, why can't my my phone?
Exactly. I remember the first time I had to make a post for our Instagram, and I was like, I need you to show me how this app works because I don't really understand it. And I remember the first time you showed me how to screen grab. My brain was
Yep, because
it's like I didn't know my phone could do this.
Because you would still do the like, I'm gonna take a photo of my TV, and I'd be like, just take a screenshot of it. Why are you taking a photo of your television?
And I was like, what the fuck is a screenshot?
You've come a long way, Robert. I'm proud of you.
But no, I'm good. I have another month on the crutch. Back to work in July. Fingers crossed. But Jess and I were discussing that might look a little different because I was not thinking smarter. I was thinking harder, and we need to think smarter and not harder. But yeah, no, other than that, I've been fine. I feel like I'm running out of TV shows to watch.
Well, that's why I just gave you an awesome true crime one to watch. That is both.
You did. I'm very excited.
Crazy and cringy.
That is going to be I'm watching it tonight when I go to bed.
That's what I've been watching, and I don't know. It's a true crime kind of day. Fine.
Yes. How is your week? How are you doing? What's going on? Crocheting, baking?
Yep. Still trying to do all of my things. I'm trying to find some markets to join, but some of them are just really expensive, I found out, and I'm like not quite there yet to be like, I'm going to drop all of this money to hopefully make it back. So
like Union Square Market?
Yeah, there's like one coming up around here, and the fee was just pretty high. And in order for me to make back the fee, I'd have to sell a fuck ton of cookies. And I was like, maybe we're not ready for that one yet. So I'm still trying to like figure it out. But yeah, no, overall okay. I had to drop my car off yesterday finally to get it fixed. And I found out that I'm going to be carless for like many weeks because the minute I walked in, he was like, yeah, it's going to be a couple weeks. And then he looked at the estimate my insurance gave him and was like, yeah, it's going to be a while. I was like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, but with gas prices being what they are, that's actually maybe a blessing.
Yeah, he was like, is that a problem? I was like, I mean, I'm not really going anywhere that I need it. And if I don't have to worry about alternate side parking for the next few weeks, then like, cool, thank you. Let me know when my car is fixed. But yeah, that's what I was doing yesterday because I had to do a shit ton of laundry. And then I was like, I got to go drop the car off after I do laundry. And then I was just doing a ton of.
That makes sense because when I got home from my doctor's appointment, we were supposed to record and I didn't have power in my apartment, so I couldn't do anything. So definitely couldn't record. So I was like, I'll let you know when it turns back on. 5.5 hours later, I woke up and I still didn't even have power then. I just woke up 5.5 hours later in my bed. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Love this. So that makes sense. Okay. So, well then timing worked out perfectly.
Yeah. Essentially what happened, like once I stopped hearing from you, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go drop the car off. And then I was going to walk back home from the dealership, which isn't super far, but it's like 2 miles. So I was like, whatever, I can walk it. I've done longer. But I was like, okay, if Robert texts me, then I'll hop on the train because then I'll get home faster. Right. But I didn't hear from you. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to take my time and walk back. I'll watch Summer House when I get back. It took a while. It took me like an hour, I think. And I was like, okay, watch Summer House. Still haven't heard from you. I was like, yep, he fell asleep. All good. We're fine.
100%. I fell asleep while watching TV from my phone because my phone still had power, and I had downloaded because when I went to my doctor's yesterday, I downloaded a bunch of shows, a couple of Bravo shows, and then like a couple of like other shows that I've been watching, because I didn't know how long my wait was going to be because the time before it was like 2 hours to wait, and then this time they had me like in and out. So I was like, I had shows already downloaded, so I just kind of like propped it up on my pillow. And I like laid in bed and I was just waiting for the power to come back on. And then I ended up 5.5 hours later waking up and being like, where the fuck? My mom actually came and I was like, Robert, I was like, what happened?
Yeah, I figured. It's okay. You needed to rest, especially after like doctor's appointments, and having no power means, yeah, of course you're going to fall asleep. What else are you going to do?
And I also felt bad because like nothing had power. Like, my upstairs neighbor, poor girl, she works from home. My mom works from home. They obviously couldn't work from home. So like, it was just like, and it started the night before. Like that's what irritates me about being down here is that their power grid system fucking sucks. Like if I found this out, like even if like a raccoon runs across a power line, it's shut the entire shit down. So like it's very, because all their stuff goes underground, where in New York it's all above. So it gets fucked up real quick.
Oh, good.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Fun. Well,
but we made it through. We have power now.
Yeah, I'm glad you have power. All good. But I guess, do we get to mention it all?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Mention it all.
Okay, so mention it all. I have a really interesting one, and I think that this is a pattern that Andy Cohen needs to break immediately. Otherwise, you're going to piss every millennial off. And we are an angry group of individuals.
Yep.
And that's the last thing you want to do.
Yep.
So he had Lisa Kudrow on Watch What Happens Live, and he asked her if she was watching any of the Housewives, and she was like, "Yep, like I'm keeping up, I'm recording them, blah blah blah." So then he asked her specifically if she was watching Beverly Hills, or if she watched Beverly Hills this season. And Lisa looked at him dead in the face and was like, "You don't want to ask me that question." And he was like, "No, I really do." And she looked at him again, like kind of like your mom looking at you being like, "Stop talking." And that was kind of what she shot at him. And she was like, "No, you really don't." And he was like, "No, what do you mean?" And all she said was, "Sprinter vans, 2 of them." And he got, like, in the moment, he understood that he kind of fucked up.
Black Mercedes Sprinter, twins.
Okay. All right.
Caught that.
But then he doubles down and goes on Radio Andy and is all pissy that Lisa Kudrow thought that that scene of Beverly Hills, which you and I have talked about ad nauseum, is fake as fuck.
Mm-hmm. We all figured that out. Everyone did.
If you have eyeballs, you know it's fake.
The other car was the crew vehicle that was taking the crew somewhere else and took the crew somewhere else. So Erica and Kyle walking on the street waiting for the van, that was real. but the van had to go to the location and then back to get them. So this isn't really it's not even that interesting.
But he got pissy at Lisa Kudrow on Radio Andy, which is the same fucking thing he did with Sarah Michelle Gellar when she was on Watch What Happens Live, and she wasn't even prompted. She just said Beverly Hills sucks. So like, Andy, this is now the second 90s icon that you are upset and butthurt about that they hate Beverly Hills. Well, here's a news flash. We all hate Beverly Hills. I can't stand it. It's the worst franchise on right now. And stop being so upset that people don't like your favorite show because you have your bestie on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like obviously his favorite, and I really hate it.
Yeah, like, dude, do better. Like,
it's just so boring.
So boring.
How many times are we going to go over Kyle and Dorit? It's ridiculous. No.
Like, there's no compelling characters. There's no compelling story. I don't care about what happens in any of their lives. Literally, except for Rachel Zoe and I think maybe a little bit of Bose and Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah.
Like, even Kathy Hilton at this point, I'm just like, oh, we get it. You're a dumb white lady. Like, we understand.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that is intriguing about it.
No, because you can only play the dumb card for so long before we're like, okay, is there anything else other than you being dumb? No? Okay.
Also, the fact that we are all overlooking the fact that she tormented Paris Hilton when she was younger. Like, we're giving you a tall reach here, lady. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just so sick of Andy getting like pissy over people hating Beverly Hills. Like, it's just annoying at this point. And then also, don't come for these 90s iconic women. Like, don't fuck with Phoebe Buffay. Oh, Phoebe Buffay, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's connected. Mm-hmm. BUFF, and it stops there.
At the end of the day, he's just getting mad at people who are calling him out on the fact that this show sucks. And he doesn't want to hear it. Yeah. And it's like, you got to hear it at some point. Like, take the earmuffs off and like, hey, this shit is the worst. Fix it. Thank you.
Well, him and Alex Baskin are the two most terrorizing duo of the West Coast. Yeah. Like, my God. Between Beverly Hills, Vanderpump Rules, OC, like, you keep making horrible fucking decisions about these shows.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So, yeah. That was mine. What is your mention at all this week?
I was just, since I talked about Lala and Katie last week, I figured I'd talk about them again because Katie commented about Lala's stupid, we're not friends anymore. So I listened to that little clip of her and Dana on their podcast and they were covering it. And I mean, as if I needed any more reason to be Team Katie or love Katie anymore. But like, everything she said is so true. Like, Lala's shit is just so cyclical with this. It's like, cool, I'm going to hurt you and be a bitch. And then I'm going to try to make up with you and be your best friend. And then I'm going to hurt you and be a bitch. And then I'm going to be your best friend. It's like tiring on top of the fact that like to find out that Katie and Lala were perfectly fine before that reunion like even filmed.
That's what's wild, yeah.
Like Katie said on her podcast, like that morning they were texting. She was at Ocean's birthday party the day before. Like they were fine. And then for Lala to out of nowhere just be all like to call her out on something that was personal and not necessary was like, okay. And then to double down on it afterwards is like, this is the problem. I don't.
Well, this is why they got essentially canceled.
Yeah, like it's similar to how I feel about Kyle later. It's just like you can't hold yourself accountable or see your part in what happened.
Any of it.
Like it wasn't just Katie randomly decided to stop talking to you. It's that you made decisions that made Katie be like, I'm done with you. And then you continue to make these decisions like kissing Schwartz.
You're going to cry about our friendship, but then do the very, very thing that you did when you first came onto that show that made me hate you.
For what? Like at the same time of being like, I miss Katie as my best friend. Like what are we doing? Why do you think this is the proper way to do this?
Well, I do think it's really funny. And like when she said this in my head, I was like, oh wow, this makes total fucking sense. But when she said, she was like, you're going back to the behavior of why I hated you when you first came onto my show. Like, hitting on Schwartz like, obviously in front of everybody, and now you're doing it again. You're repeating the behavior, but at the same time, 2 weeks ago, you're upset that you're not friends with Katie. It makes, like, that's why I don't like Lala. She's performative. Yeah. She's always been performative.
Because even, like,
and she's,
what was it? A few months ago, she tried to do, like, have that fake rumor that, like, her and Schwartz were dating or whatever. And it's like, she just perpetuated it instead of squashing it. And I'm like, what are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand she's got moments, like, I guess, but I don't think any of them are genuine.
No, it's all for TV. It's all for a paycheck, and that's always been the case. Back when it was a BJ for a PJ, like, it's always BJ I was just gonna
fucking say that.
Like, nothing has changed. She's still the girl who's gonna take off her shirt in front of all the dudes, even though, like, they're all in relationships. Like, it's just it's the same shit. You'd think she'd grow after having, what, 2 kids? But it's fine. It's just the same person.
Is it only 2?
Yeah, she only has 2.
Maybe because we're so inundated with children on the Valley, I thought some of those 30 of them that are running across the screen, she had like 4.
No, those are only and Danny's.
Jesus.
And 1 Kristen.
Right.
But yeah, that's it.
It's like a whole fucking basketball team.
But yeah, I don't know. It just, not that it needed to be talked about again, but it's just like, Lala.
I think it's really, I just think it's interesting, and I wish that Katie would come back to Bravo. I don't think she ever will, but I wish she would.
Well, she's going to be on Stassi's show, so that's good at least.
Yeah, which I'm excited for.
Same. But yeah, I just love Katie. And like I told Robert, when I first tried to watch that clip, I got super distracted because I just really liked her Census Fail t-shirt or jersey that she was wearing. And I was like, I got so distracted watching this. I looked at Honda. I'm like, I need this. I need this because I love Census Fail and I need this. Thank you. I feel like me and Katie are so similar. I just want to be her friend. But anyway.
You are. You guys are incredibly, like, symbiotic.
I just feel like, we're similar.
Hold on.
Oh.
They're literally leaf blowing right outside my window. Okay. Because it's loud. I just didn't want it to, like.
Thanks.
But I think they're done. Okay.
Yeah, I love Katie. I feel like we should just be friends, and that's fine.
You should be friends. You have the exact same taste in almost everything.
Honestly.
Like style, music, fashion.
I just want to go to a concert with her, and then I think that's on my bucket list.
That would be amazing. I mean, she does have your crochet in her apartment.
I know. I did spot that on her on her apartment tour. I also was like, she has the bed frame I want, and she has this I want, and I'm like, yeah, this is why we're just the same person. So can we just be friends?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. But yeah, that was mine.
Oh, I love that. And it's consistent now. Next week, you're going to have to come up with another Lala and Katie.
No, I'm done with Lala, Katie. I'll figure something out. Maybe it'll continue with Lala because, she just keeps trying to stir up some shit now with Mo. So who knows? But we'll see.
Oh, God. So should we get into recapping just the rest of this? Will be like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
The rest of BH, just end it. Just put it to bed at this point. We're gonna old yeller this and just be done.
Yep. Sounds good. Let's do it. Okay, Beverly Hills. Thank God this shit is over. This did not need to be 3 parts. The fact that this was a 3-part reunion drove me insane because it was the hardest thing for me to watch. But this part we didn't really cover last part because nothing happened other than the little things we mentioned. And I just continued into this one where it was Erica and Dorit I have as like the first duo going at it.
Yeah, I do think that Dorit did her homework for this reunion because she not only like clocked the Erica moment of Erica saying like, you know who your real friends are when you need to bury a body or like when your house burns down. And so I do think that that's funny, but she also made a really vague reference to Anna Marie's house. And I was like, did you go back and rewatch seasons
yes,
for
100%,
this? Because
100%.
I didn't fucking, first of all, I forgot about Anna Marie.
Same.
Second of all, you remember this reference?
You said the same thing to Kyle and I at Anne Marie's house. I went through something very tough recently, and I would say that as the group as a whole, we're not there for me.
Like, all right, fucking Dorit. Listen, if they fire her, she's not going down without a fight.
Yeah, no. Because, I mean, she was right in, like, everything she said. At the end of the day, Erica was doing everything she's doing just to save her job, which is true. And as many times, as much as Andy wants to ask if Dorit has anything to apologize for, Dorit has nothing to apologize for. She's not going to. So just, like, stop.
Yeah. Also, I do think it's funny that, like, Erica's so butthurt. Like, I think she's more upset about Dorit saying that she's doing this to save her job than when everybody kept saying she's responsible for orphans and widows. And I think the reason why she's so angry is because it is true. And that is why Erica is doing all of this, because she does need this check going up against this $25 million lawsuit. Like, so yeah, and if that's the case, fucking own it. This is your job. Fight for your job.
Yeah.
Like, no one's going to hate you for that. But what we will hate you for is if you are lying and you are deceitful. And that is what she is doing.
And what she's pretty much always done.
Oh, yeah. She's always been a liar and a deceitful person. Yeah.
I don't think anything.
Basically why we made this podcast.
Yeah, because we hated Erica Jane that much.
Exactly.
And then, of course, that went into this Kyle and Dorit yet again. Which then...
I don't even have notes for that because I feel like I just keep writing the same fucking shit.
I literally just write Kyle versus Dorit, and then I go to the next note, which was just Sutton saying that she roomed with Amanda because of production, essentially, and the other one didn't want to because she brought her vibrator with her.
That was my favorite part of the whole fucking reunion. Like, all three parts. Because, first of all, where the fuck is Natalie at this reunion? I needed her to at least talk about this moment. Yeah. Because it also... made me laugh when Kathy leaned over to Rachel to tell her, and then you watch Rachel not realize what Kathy said, and then it kind of hits her like, wait, what the fuck did you just say? And then what did I have after that?
I just have I don't know, Erica and Sutton are friends now. They covered Rachel in her hot girl summer. They covered Bose and her fertility and how she's engaged. And then went back to Bose and Amanda and the scam comment and Amanda being jealous. Okay.
Well, it's hilarious. It's hilarious that we had Dorit who went back and did like research to come on to this reunion of past seasons. And Amanda hasn't watched a single fucking episode of the show. No. Like not one. She misquoted Bose, I think, like 8 times.
Yeah. Consistently saying that, like, oh, she was just jealous of Amanda and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, she never said that. What are we doing?
Exactly.
But then it just goes back to Kyle and Dorit. Again. Where Dorit said that Kyle came into the season with a plan, which she did.
She 1000% did. Yeah. Because again, Kyle's not stupid. She's the longest running housewife for a reason. Like, she doesn't just, as much as we dislike Kyle, I understand she's been doing this for so long. And she is doing what Lisa Vanderpump did when Vanderpump was the head honcho on this show. Amass your allies.
Yeah.
That's why the Lucy Apple Juicy season was so horrible, was because Lisa Vanderpump couldn't get her allies to fall in line. Storylines were all like cockeyed. So no, I totally get that.
Yep. I literally have the worst notes for this because I hated this. And then
it's fine.
I have Dorit and Erica kind of squashing their shit.
This is when Dorit said the whole thing about, Erica goes, I don't like this person. I want to be friends with the old Dorit. And Dorit was like, oh, that's funny that you say that, because in your confessional, like 4 years ago, you mentioned that when you want to know who your friends are, you need to bury a body, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. And when Dorit said that, and Erica fully processed it, I took 18 screenshots of it because her face was like, oh, fuck. Like, Erica knew in that moment, she was like, well, I'm dead. Like, sorry, but... And for Dorit to be able to pull that out and just whack her with it, and it stunned both Erica and Kyle, I was like, yeah, Dorit, you need to come back next time.
For once, she wasn't super long-winded. For once, she got her point across. It was just there. I was like, okay, Dorit, I'm here for this one. Yeah, I don't know. And then I just
that was really
it. They ended with a matcha martini. A matcha martini, and then said what they wanted to manifest for whatever the fuck. And I just loved Bose being like, I'm manifesting to never hear the word manifestation again. And I was like, thank you. And then do you want to know what's really fucking funny? After I watched this goddamn episode, Honda came home and he watches Jeopardy. So he puts on Jeopardy. And do you know what one of the answers was?
If it's Amanda, I'm gonna freak out.
It was the word manifestation.
For fuck's sake. I
was like, are you kidding me? He just looked at me and he was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I can't fucking deal with this anymore.
I'm so angry for you.
I literally just sat there. I was like, I can't. I need to walk away now. I'm so overhearing manifesting. I don't even care. I can't. Bye-bye.
I'm manifesting never hearing the word manifesting again.
Hallelujah.
How about that?
Yeah, I never need to hear that word again. That is that M word and Munchausen both of them can retire from the world of Beverly Hills for as long as I am alive and covering it.
Yep. I don't need to manifest anything except to never hear manifesting again. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting, never manifesting, manifests again.
Or I guess we can manifest a whole new cast for Beverly Hills. That's how we'll end.
I didn't just manifest that shit. I put a spell out. I put all my woo-woos out because I can't fucking deal with this shit anymore.
That's what Andy needs to ask all of us, like what we manifest after this season, and then everyone just needs to collectively be like, a new cast. Thanks. Bye.
Like he does when he's like, I'm gonna have X and X on Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
Send me your questions.
Yeah. Please ask everyone what we're manifesting after this.
I would really actually love a pause on Beverly Hills.
Agreed.
Like, I would love for them to really do what they did with New Jersey and, like, tool this down to, like, the bare fucking bones.
Yep.
Take 2 years. I'm fine with not covering it. Like, bring Miami, put Miami in Beverly Hills' spot. That's fine. But I need them to take a break with this.
Mm-hmm. Same.
It's really not watchable anymore.
No.
It really isn't.
It's torture.
And there's not one person on this cast that I would be like, you need to save them no matter what. Like, if you even want to save Dorit, that's fine. I get it.
I will say save Rachel. I like Rachel. I think Rachel.
Yeah, save Rachel.
Stay. But
I was thinking out of like the cast that's been there.
Oh yeah, no, none of them. All of them need to go. All of them need to go.
Like, I even said Sutton has nothing to offer anymore.
No.
She has to go. Even so, like, I'll even put Amanda in the Rachel boat. Like, keep these two. They don't like each other. You've got your rivalry there. But every other one of them, Bose, has to go.
Yeah, I think she did great for like the 2 seasons she was on.
2 seasons.
I think that was great. I loved her. It's cool. Great, awesome.
Agreed.
But like now I'm like, okay, continue doing your marketing thing, be super successful, and then I'm happy for you.
I could see them maybe bringing Bose back to combat Amanda. Because they did have that at this reunion. But you've got Rachel for that. Like, literally start from the studs and build this back up. Because this is not watchable.
But do you want it? Well, no, I can't even say what is watchable because it's really not. I was going to try to segue that really well, and then I realized it's not watchable anymore.
It was.
I was like, it's really watchable Summer House. And I'm like, actually.
Well, because we're going into, like, this is when we fucking knew.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess with that said, should we go to Summer House? Because Beverly Hills is over and needs to be over.
Yep. And I, for one, am looking for a very long pause.
Same.
From BH.
Same. That's what we're manifesting. And now we're going to go to summer.
Totally for that.
All right, let's do it.
Summer should be fun. Mena, not fun.
Okay, summer we are meeting the top of the volcano. I was trying to figure out the right word for it. I don't, because what came to my mind was anticlimactic, and this was anything but anticlimactic. And I don't want to say climax because then that just sucks. So I don't.
It's like it's the epitome of a penultimate episode, I guess, is the way we can phrase it.
You've used two SAT words.
Look at me.
Episode. I don't even know how to spell them. I don't even know what letters are in them. But you said one in the last segment, and then you just said that one, and I was like, I need to start reading books again. This starts with the continuation of the Kyle and Carl. I loved this fight. First of all, when I first saw, I thought it was going to be so much more heated. And we got Vagisil mentioned.
Carl, stop being a Vagisil.
We got your 6'5" motherfucker.
Off, you 6'5" motherfucker.
You're a fucking loser.
Yeah, you're a fucking loser.
You loser.
It's hilarious. Kyle was worried about his car getting damaged, and I was like, guys, Jax Taylor could bench press you. You're fine. You're not going to damage a car. And it was just so they're going out, and then what's hilarious is it was it started off with Kyle, Carl, and all the boys going out, and the girls were like, I'm not fucking dealing with this. And then once they heard KJ and Ben get involved to break them up, that's when they're like, oh shit, Carl's actually going after Kyle. And in my head, my notes I go, this is Carl's stone cold sober. We've seen him in fights when he was drunk. This was him stone cold sober, and Kyle is lucky that Carl is sober.
Yeah. But yeah, this whole fight was just hilarious. And also,
thank you. I was expecting to feel like it was supposed to be more dramatic for me, and I was like, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Because the way that their fight, I think the lead up to it had us all like, oh my god, what's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be the craziest fight ever. And it was just
nothing.
Kyle said that Carl was never there for him, and then Carl went off and then called him a fucking loser, I think 5 times, while Kyle kept trying to be you're a sensitive little bitch and blah, blah, blah. And Carl's just I've been there for you the whole time, you fucking loser. And that was it. Then needed to hold Carl back because he was, they all needed to hold him back for sure. And I think the fact that they were so heated was oh shit, we haven't seen this in a long time. But at the end of the day, you guys were just name calling each other not really crazy things.
It was like when we were in middle school. This was a middle school fight. The fact that we've had to we referenced Vagisil not once but twice in the same argument. Well, first of all, never in my life. I've watched Housewives forever and ever, amen. I am also pretty quick-witted with my words, sometimes a little too much. I have never had to reference Vagisil. And if Carl doesn't get a marketing deal with Vagisil, it is a deeply missed opportunity.
Honestly, yeah. It just
it
was just
I think it was when they mentioned Vagisil, that's when I lost all seriousness of this, because I was like, we're talking about dry vaginas? That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I mean, go for it.
It was definitely an oh shit moment of oh my god, what's happening? And then I'm like, oh, the worst, we're calling each other losers. And you're calling out his height. You're a 6'5" motherfucker. I'm like, and he is tall.
Exactly.
So, okay.
And also, I saw a picture of Carl at Watch What Happens Live with Andy, and they posed together. I don't know if Carl's actually that gigantic or if Andy is that small of a person, but Carl could pick him up by the head. It was the funniest. I literally said out loud, I was sitting in my Victoria Grayson chair. And I said out loud while seeing this, I said, is that real fucking life? Like, is Andy that short or is Carl that tall? But apparently Carl's that tall.
I think Carl is that tall. But yeah, it's just, I also really enjoyed though that Lindsay was trying to calm Carl down. Running after him like, Carl, calm down. I need you to calm down. I'm like,
Carl, look at me.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
I'm sick of it. He's coming after me. He's flipping out at everybody else.
I know. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Oh, that reverted real quick.
And then I love that Lindsay was then going to try to calm Kyle down, but then started it all back up again. And my note literally says, this is why you are Mother Hubbard. Like,
I think we were all thrown about your Vegas residency.
You know what the fuck to do.
Yeah. Lindsay was just so Lindsay this entire weekend. I'm
starting to... Okay, so question for you, because I didn't think about that until we just said this. Do you think Lindsay was this activated or this involved because she knew that this was the ending of Summer House for her and going into her show in the city? Like, this is her, like, final, like, this is my final time here. I'm now going off to be in the city. So, okay, so my whole theory is this is the end of Kyle, Amanda, and Lindsay being on Summer House. I think the reason why Carl wasn't on in the city is because Bravo was like, we need some connector to Summer House, and then we have Sierra. So we've got we've got an OG, we've got a mid series person, and then we have all these brand new people, and then we can add other new people, but you still have a connection to old Summer House. That's where my mind was going with this, was like, I was definitely seeing like, this is the end of Lindsay, Kyle, and Amanda.
I can see that. I do think that a lot of this is to lead into In the City, especially after like the soft bar episode. I think there was just so much there, especially with Danielle. And Kyle being like, oh, you have a problem with Lindsay? I'm like, yeah, okay, we're leading into that. I get it.
God bless fucking Kyle for doing that, man. Like, he knows him and Lindsay know what the fuck to do to make a good show.
I'm like, okay, it's fine. And if that's what Lindsay is doing, then fine, whatever. At the end of the day, did I enjoy Lindsay stirring the pot? Yes and no. I think it's
agree.
because it's the old Lindsay coming back out, and that's the Lindsay I really didn't like, that I'm like, oh god, maybe I don't.
I'm glad you said that, because that's exactly how I felt when she started to instigate Kyle again. I'm like, no, Mother Hubbard, this is old Lindsay.
Yeah,
we don't want activated sandwich Lindsay. Yeah. We want you subduing Carl, like making the peace with him. You don't need to then go into this room with Kyle and try to start it back up again. And then, this is why she's so good though. Then she goes back out to the kitchen and tells Amanda, well, I did try to have a conversation with Kyle, and he's upset about the Vegas thing. And I'm like, no, Lindsay, stop it.
Yeah, it was like, I think when Ben was talking to Kyle, that seemed like the most constructive conversation for Kyle.
Agreed.
I think that's what he needed to hear. I don't think Lindsay was just being Lindsay. It was like, hey, I'm going to calm you down and then bring it all the fuck back up so that you can get stirred up again. Like, it's Kyle. We know that's going to happen. Like, he's not going to listen to you and be like, oh yeah, I can hold myself accountable and understand that I played a part in my marriage ending. No, Kyle's never going to see that because he's never seen that. He's going to stand by the fact that, like, oh, it's all Amanda's fault that she ignored me and she doesn't love me anymore and she hates me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I mean, you didn't really do much to fix that. Now, did you, bro? So, like,
I do think this is interesting. And somebody made a post, I don't remember who it was, but they said in that moment, Kyle was like, well, when you haven't had sex in 7 years, like, blah, 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 like equating, like, because his wife isn't fucking him every night. And again, I'm using this as like not an Amanda supporter. Yeah. Not an Amanda supporter at all. However, I kept saying in my notes multiple times, Kyle better thank the Bravo gods that this leaked, because otherwise you'd be fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he kept saying, we haven't had sex in 7 years. Somebody posted, they're like, okay, well, 7 years ago was when you got engaged to Amanda. That's also the summer that you cheated on Amanda. So Amanda has not wanted to sleep with you since you fucked that girl.
Yeah.
Kind of understand why Amanda's not having sex with you.
Yeah. Like, taking out the Amanda and West bullshit.
Exactly.
Looking at just Amanda and Kyle and what they had is like, Kyle, for you to be this blind and not see that you had a part in any of this is insane to me.
All of it.
Like, I don't...
Honestly, it was all of it.
Yeah, like, I don't... You think that she just out of nowhere, out of the blue, was like, I hate you? No, you did stuff. You did a lot of stuff to make it so that she hates you. Even Honda's fucking watching this with me and is like, I'm so mad at Kyle. Like, he can't hold himself accountable. He's like, this is why I hate people, because they can't hold themselves accountable for their own bullshit. And I'm like, yes, you were right. But yeah, no, it's just crazy. I can't.
Well,
I need Kyle to look at himself and understand that he did a lot of things wrong in this marriage.
Oh yeah, 100%. He doesn't get a pass.
Yeah, no.
Does not get a pass.
No. Do I have a little sympathy for him? Yes. And that is only because of the West and Amanda bullshit. At that point, like, that's the only reason why I feel bad watching him cry. I'm like, if it wasn't for that, dude, you'd be on my shit list. So, yeah.
Well, the Amanda and West thing takes a turn this episode because this was when the editors and producers were like, you know what? Fuck it. Throw it all in the fire. And they showed after the fight, West caressing Amanda and Amanda saying, I love you to him while crying in his shoulder.
Thank you. I love you.
And not 5 literal seconds after they took apart their embrace, Sierra walked in.
Yep. Also, he whispered in her ear as she was trying to calm Kyle down after the whole Kyle-Carl thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This was... I've never felt more rage in one episode on any show than I did in that moment. Like, the caressing of her neck.
No. When I saw that, when he tugged, like, just held her hair and kissed her on the head, I was like, I want to vomit. I think I audibly screamed, ew. The minute it happened. Like, the minute they embraced, I'm like, ew. And then I got worse. I was like, ew, what the fuck, ew. And Lars is sitting next to me like, are you okay? I'm just like, this is disgusting.
You don't know what's happening, Lars, but this is gross.
Yeah, like, I can't watch this anymore.
That might have been one of the cringiest moments I've seen on Bravo in a very long time.
Yeah.
I think the other cringiest, I equated this to, like, I'm sure there were more in between this, but this is where my brain went to first, was when Noella was sitting by that river and just, like, screamed, like, at the top of her lungs. And I was like, ugh. Like, just, ugh. This is dumb. It's not the same level, but to me, it's like, this is where we're at now.
Yeah.
I just, I can't. And then the fact that, my last note for that was like, Amanda is fucking West. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Once I saw that hug, I was like, there's no other reason for a hug like this to occur. Like that, you don't just hug your friends like that. If one of my guy friends hugged me like that, I'd be like, what are we doing? I'd probably back off and be like, no, that can't happen, like, ever again. That makes me very uncomfortable.
That's part of why I hate hugs. Like, nobody knows what to do with their bodies. It's too close. Don't like it. This is incredibly inappropriate. And at that point, this is where I was like, okay, they had to show this. And if the West and Amanda stuff didn't come out already and they showed this, all of us would have been like, they're fucking.
Yeah. I will say, as much as Kyle pissed me off this episode,
I was just gonna say,
watching him make up with Carl was actually really nice.
Same, but I think the reason why is because Carl is sober.
Yeah,
Carl dropped it. It was dropped. It was like Kyle or Carl. I need them to not have the same phonetic sounding names. Carl said what he had to say, called him a fucking loser, and then just left it alone. And I think if Carl and Kyle were on the same level of drunk, it would have gotten way worse. And I don't think the makeup would have happened the way that it did.
I also think all of the entire house being like, Kyle, you need to stop and apologize to a bunch of fucking people right now is what made him hold himself to that.
Well, I also kind of thought it was hilarious that his apology to Carl was so in depth and so like I want to fix this. But the apology to Amanda was like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like apology wise, like that was not Amanda. Again, don't like Amanda, but Amanda was like, "Where was the apology?" And I was like, "You're not wrong."
Yeah.
Where was the apology?
Like, and I was glad Mia and Sierra were there too to like see like that's the apology she gets when nobody else is there. Like that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like Kyle should be lucky that this West Amanda shit happened, because if it didn't, like Mia said in that bed, if this is what he says and does to you when there's nobody else around, what the fuck does he do when it's only you two?
Yeah. And Kyle only went to go talk to Amanda because when he came out into the kitchen with Carl and was like, "Oh, we're all buddy now. Everything's great." They were like, "Yeah, that's awesome." And Jesse was like, "So yeah, the next person you have to go to is Amanda Batula." And it's like, "Yeah, no, you do, bro. You do."
And he was so begrudgingly going up there too, and he was trying to eavesdrop on the door to see like if they were talking about him, which obviously they were fucking talking about you, dude. And like walked in, was more uncomfortable with his wife. Like if I was Kyle, I would have been like, "Hey, Mia, Sierra, can you give us the room?
Yeah.
Like, I need to talk to Amanda." Like, and that they would have, absolutely they would have been like, "Yep, totally get it. Let's go downstairs." But he didn't.
No. Yeah, I thought that was weird. I was like, "You're really going to apologize to her in front of like what?" And
that was where my head went to first.
Yeah, and then
it was like you and Carl apologized alone in the room with nobody else to witness it, which was fine. That's how it should be, but that's how it should be for your wife too.
Yeah, yeah. And the same way he held himself accountable with Carl, because he was able to do that with Carl. He was like, "I understand I was wrong. I freaked out. I flipped out on you. I didn't mean the things I said, whatever." Like he was able to apologize and understand that like what he did was wrong. But when he goes to talk to Amanda, it's like, only you. You did everything wrong in this relationship. Everything is your fault because you don't like me anymore. You don't want to be around me. You hate me, whatever the fuck it is. Dude, that's not the same thing. What you did with Carl, you should also do with Amanda. And again, this is not, we're like, "Oh, yay, Amanda." No, absolutely not. She deserves shit under a shoe. But like, come on. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, and then it kind of goes into the whole fact that first of all, I know that you felt this way. I know I felt this way. No fucking way was I going out that night after all that. No, like the fact that they were able to boot and rally, God bless you young kids to be able to do that. Not for me. And the fact that Lindsay was like, "I'm going to bed." And so it kind of translates to the fact that, and also like kind of slapped me out of left field where Kyle was like, "Oh, I'm going out." And Amanda's like, "I'm staying in." And I was like, did you not fucking, this night is the night that you stay the fuck home with your wife.
Yeah, but no, I'm going to go out. I was like, this
Blew
is the problem, Kyle.
Yep.
This is the problem. But fine, go out. Go have fun with fucking everyone. And I don't know, enjoy.
And this is also where I'm like, you're fucking lucky that the West Amanda thing happened, because I am giving Amanda my sympathy in this.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating as fuck for me. Yeah. Because I know what happened.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to be able to hold two things at this moment.
Same.
Because it's very difficult to like want to defend her. But at the same time, it's like, I understand Kyle fucked up so bad that like this situation happened because of that. And he can't hold himself accountable for that. So like, I can acknowledge this to be true, but it's also like, Amanda, you're a piece of shit. And instead of working on your marriage, you decided to go fuck West. So like, you lost all of that because that was your, way of fixing it? Great.
I keep telling myself through this episode, like two things can be true at the same time. Amanda and West are pieces of shit and will always be pieces of shit and will never redeem themselves in my mind's eye. Can't come back from this. No. This was bad. But also at the same time, Kyle's a shitty fucking husband.
Yeah.
So I'm trying very hard to hold on to both of those.
Yeah. Same. I will say, there was this one comment when they got back from their night out, when they were all drunk eating, and it was Kyle, West, Jesse, and Sierra in the kitchen.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
And when Jesse was like, where are you going to sleep? And he was like, oh, in bed, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, why, where are you going to sleep? Wouldn't it be hilarious if Jesse was like, I'm going to go sleep with your wife?
I know.
Imagine if Jesse's like, yo, I was trying to sleep with your wife.
I would never say that.
And I was like, that's why I'm like, this is happening. And that was put in. Because that scene, absolutely nothing was provided. I don't even think they microwaved the cheese on those fucking Tostitos. No. Like, there was no reason for this scene to happen. Like, nobody else said anything. This is definitely producers going back and being like, scrounge everything up.
Yeah. Because also, like, you could see West being slightly uncomfortable in that moment. And I was like, I could see your face, dude. I know.
Then it's the next day. After that whole night, I would not be getting out of my bed. The fact that these people are up and moving and functioning, God bless America, because I just know, especially in my current mental state, I would be in full bed rot mode, would not move. I probably wouldn't even eat. That's something fun that I've realized that I started to do is like, I just don't eat for days. Like, if I'm like in a really bad state, I just won't get. I have a jug of water by my bed. I'll do that and like maybe go to the bathroom. Like, so when I get into bed rot mode, I don't leave it. So, and that would be a bed rot mode for me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, no way.
No.
But fucking KJ and Carl are going out running.
Yeah. I think they need the run to like let off a lot of like what occurred. Yeah. They seem like those people. But yeah, no, I don't. Especially the night of, I would have been like, get the fuck out of here. I'm exhausted from all of what just happened. Social battery at like negative points right now.
Negative.
So we're not, no. But yeah.
Well, did you also clock the snake comment from West and Jesse while they were like bed rotting themselves?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And West is like, I could never be a snake, or I could never be around a snake. And I'm like, you are a fucking snake, dude.
Yeah. I even hated that scene because Jesse like apologized for even asking to make out with Sierra. And I was like, oh my God, I hate this so much because like, God, I hate West.
And I love that they kept panning to West's face during it too, because West, you can't tell me that West at that point on his face didn't realize that he caused his best friend in the house such discomfort for completely unnecessary reasons. Yep. And also take that fucking hat off your head, dude. Like, it's ugly. It doesn't even fit your head. It's not the way it's supposed to be. It's not fitting. The bill is actually supposed to be backwards, you dumb fuck. Like, oh, I hate him. I hate this man. Somebody called him the tummy first toddler, and I will never not unhear that. And it's true. This fat fucking man with his tits out all over the place. Like, I am sick of it. And then he's like, I'm going to look like a lesbian today, but I think that works for me. Fuck you.
I know. I was like, that's just disrespecting lesbians.
Yeah.
As a queer woman, I'm like, no, don't even say that. No, I don't, no.
But this is where I get so irritated, the fact that I let my wall down with him because he was supposed to be this like liberal, like champion of the people. But you make these derogatory comments on TV.
Yep. No.
And am I wrong? Isn't his mom a lesbian? Wasn't he raised by, I could be making this up in my head.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think it might be. Oh no, it's not. It's a different show I was watching.
Yeah,
the man's built the same way as West, so I just shuffled him in.
Fair. And then it's the getting ready for the party, the ski party, where
I love the thought behind this that Sierra did. This was fully formed thought. You know that she was at a PowerPoint presentation for herself, trying to form it together. But yeah, I love the idea. And I love that, like, this is Sierra's like season, because she's hosted 2 parties now. 2 of them were the most hilarious ones in the world. But West and Mandy fucked it up.
Yep. Well, yeah, Amanda's just trying desperately hard to be Sierra, which is the most cringy thing I think I've ever had to see, because her in that stupid blow up costume, which I'm like, are you supposed to be like a snowball? Like, what the fuck are we supposed to be?
I thought either snowball or a snowman. I couldn't figure out what it was.
Someone in the comments on Reddit was like, she's just supposed to be an 8-ball.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's kind of what I thought too.
And that's like another way to become Wes's like best girl, because like you know that man does coke. So like,
oh, 1000%.
I was
that's
like,
why he's fucked so much.
Yeah, I was like, that's hilarious and true. But yeah, no, she's just trying so hard to be Sierra. I'm like, can we not? And the fact that Sierra was like, I'm gonna be sexy this party, I'm like, yes, thank you.
Well, because that's also they don't share the same space, but Amanda always used to put forth into these parties zero effort into making her costume be anything that's theme worthy. She'd throw on like a bandeau and a handkerchief and say, I'm a pirate. So like, let's not, but now all of a sudden, Sierra's party, last party of the summer, now all of a sudden you're a line of Coke mixed with a snowball and like a jizz of a snowman. Like that's essentially what so she's doing too much. And Sierra's like, you know, it's my party. I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be a hot girl nurse, living my best life. So I'm like, this is really turning out to be like Amanda's worst color showing.
Yep.
And then as the people start showing up, okay, I have to say one thing about West. If you are a man who perpetually has sweating issues and who looks like he suffers from permanent rosacea, why the fuck is this your costume?
Oh my god, I know.
I got hot watching him.
Me and Hondo both were like, that's what the fuck you're wearing? It's still summer.
Exactly. That was my thought. I was like, you're still in the heat of the Hamptons.
I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, then everybody shows up. My last note of this is just, I really hate that Wes just hits on everyone's girlfriends.
Yep.
Even though it's his ex, but it's still his current best friend's girlfriend, it's still gross.
Yep.
I must say,
Yes, King.
hottest outfit this house has seen in a long time.
Westling, dap me the up, my man. That was the most bro-y thing I've ever said out loud.
It was just like not needed. No one needed the comment of like, oh, you're the hottest girl here. Like, no. Okay, and shut up. Go away.
I love that she also turned it into the most awkward response ever, where she's like, oh, Wes, man, dap me, bro. I'm like, awkward, but I wouldn't know what to do in that situation anyway.
Yeah, that was like the best way to maneuver around that. Because like, what are you doing?
But, that's it. That's all I have for this episode.
Yeah, I think the last thing I had was just Sierra and Jesse talking.
Oh yeah, I need Jesse to not be this involved in their friendship / situationship. It's weird for me. Like, stop bringing up the fact that the three of you are like the Three Musketeers or whatever. Like, have your own relationship with Sierra stand on its own two legs without because you're gonna need it. You're gonna fucking need it.
Well, yeah, I think especially now it's like, oh, well, okay. Yeah, I just thought it was hilarious that he was like, did you have the same conversation with Wes that you had with me? Or is that just a me thing? It's like, poor Jesse. Okay.
Have you guys had a discussion where you're like, we're just friends and like act accordingly, or you only have that with me?
That's why I want him to form his own relationship with them, because I do feel bad for him. I feel like he's a child of divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you don't need to be. No. You don't need to be.
No.
And then we've got one more episode to go before the fucking reunion.
Yup.
And then next week is the finale and In the City premiere.
Exciting. Oh, so we're still at 5 episodes to cover next week. Okay.
Right,
I forgot
because
about
Beverly
that.
Hills.
I was like, oh, Beverly Hills is gone. It'll be shorter. Forgot about In the City.
Same.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine.
Same. I thought the same thing. But then, because then I can't even say Summer House is done. So then we're back down, because then we have a 3-part reunion to go through.
All right. Well, anyway. Until then, I guess should we go to Atlanta?
Yeah, right. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Let's do it. We love Buzzsprout and have been using it since we started The Real Housemates. It has made podcasting so much easier and has made it possible to share our voices and thoughts with you all around the world. If you have an idea for a podcast and don't know where to start, follow the link in the show notes. It lets Buzzsprout know we sent you, gets you a $20 credit if you sign up for a paid plan, and helps support our show. Now back to the Housewives. Alrighty, Atlanta. We're still in Dallas. And what do I have? I have Drew, Phaedra, Pinky, and Shamia breakfast.
I am so sick of Pinky. Like, I have never been more exhausted this early on in a season of first-time Housewives than I am by this fucking woman. Not even by Diana Jenkins. Like, Lizard Lips. Mm-hmm. I didn't even mind her this early on in her tenure. But she's doing way too much, way too quick. I can't. I'm exhausted from her. I don't want to see her anymore. She offers nothing to the show other than being a broke bitch and continuing to comment on other people's finances, which is hilarious from somebody who mentioned 18 times in one episode that you are going bankrupt. I'm so sick of her.
Girl, we need to get you some fresher plants to eat on.
Yep, agreed. I'm sick of her and Shamia. And Kelly. Honestly, the three of them. I'm like, I'm over it.
I'll get into Kelly a little later because I think that she is one of the worst housewives we've ever had, ever. Like, literally ever. Like, but yeah, Pinky's honestly the worst of this season so far for me.
Agreed. But yeah, at this breakfast, we find out that Shamia had to share a bed because the rooms were just so dirty that she had to share it with Kelly. What?
At this point, can't you pull a Giselle and just go to a fucking hotel?
But I'm like, what? Really? Are you serious right now? Are we still on this? I'm so done.
We slept in her. I'm sleeping with Kelly because we don't have, you know what I mean?
Couldn't you pull an Alicia and ask Alexa why there's a beetle in her room? Like, I'm so sick of this, like, princess bullshit that you think that you're owed on a trip where, by the way, both of them are second season housewives. You're dealing with Cynthia motherfucking Bailey, who's been around since season 3 and has also, by the way, gone toe-to-toe with Nene fucking Leakes. I'm fairly positive she's not concerned about you two little boils on her foot.
I mean, yeah, she was there with Nene and Kenya.
Exactly.
Come on.
And she had to fucking go to Barbados or St. Mark's or wherever the fuck it is that they had to for Ultimate Girls Trip. And Kenya was a total fucking bitch to her. Like, Cynthia's not going to pay you two little ladies any mind.
No. But then it was also Drew versus Shamia at this breakfast because they started to get into it a little bit.
Which I think Drew is hilarious. I'm sorry. I really do think that this is Drew's probably one of her strongest seasons.
Yeah.
The way that she's so quick to just like come back at Shamia, come back at Kelly in the bus. And I'm like, and then when they tried to like pull them to the side, they're like, we're not going to resolve it. I was like, yeah, because Drew hates Shamia.
I know. I loved it. It was like, go hug it out. And then Drew was like, yeah, but your mom. And it was like, nope, that went out the window. Forget it.
Yep.
Never mind. Just leave it the fuck alone. We're going to move on. And then we're splitting the day up. You've got Phaedra, Portia, K. Michelle, and Angela going to the horses, and the others going to cattle herding.
I do feel really bad for Cynthia because she wanted to go to the horses group because that was such a more fun group, but she realized she had to like play peacemaker with these 2 Yorkshire Terriers that are barking at her about a dirty house. So she's like, I guess I'll spend time with them. And then she roped Drew into it being like, I need backup. So you got to fucking come with me.
Yep. It's like hilarious that you brought Drew for that. But yeah.
Because as soon as they got on that bus, fucking Kelly and Shamia, this house was dirty. This house, no one came to clean it up. this house. I want to stay in a place that I feel accustomed to. Shut the fuck up. Even Drew, that's why when Drew was like, but you look gorgeous, and Kelly comes back and it's like, you look like the alien from your movie. Well, fuck you, you little yapper bitch. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah, she was just trying to be like, you still look good, even though you had a quote unquote dirty room. Like, it's fine. You're fine. Everything got fixed. Leave it the fuck alone. Drop it. Instead of just harping on this shit like the entire trip. Can just shut the fuck up about it.
That whole van ride pissed me off. Like, it really, like, this was when it got under my skin that, like, I can't stand these three.
Yeah.
There's nothing about them that adds any value to this television show whatsoever. No. Like, take Kelly and Shamia's peach away and give it to Cynthia.
100%. Because even I feel like they were late and it was their fault, and that's why they missed the cattle herding.
Yeah, that was, well, I will say this. That is the dumbest activity I've ever heard of in my life.
And I mean, yeah, you're only going to see like a second of it because they're going to pass you by. It's like when you go see like the marathon or something, like you're only going to watch the people that are passing you. And then once they're past you, it's done for you, unless you follow them. But like, that's it.
That's weird.
What? Oh.
And then it's them at the
the horses.
The horses.
And
this was fucking hilarious.
Phaedra explaining what dressage is.
Never in my life would I have ever bet or thought or not a thought could have knocked me over with a fucking feather that Phaedra has a wealth of knowledge of this world that I will never ever have.
Yeah.
Like, she's a lawyer / mortician / dressage expert.
You really have to be one with that horse.
I just loved it that, like, she was explaining it, and then, like, what? K. Michelle was like, oh, she's just making all this shit up. This isn't a thing. And then, like, they get to the thing, and the woman's like, yeah, so I'm going to teach you about dressage. And it's like, it is a thing. And she's like, Phaedra, you just tell everyone what I'm doing as I'm doing.
I love that, too. Like, she basically was like, I'm going to phone it in. Thanks, guys.
Explain it as I go. And then no one wanted to ride a horse.
Not
which was
one
hilarious.
fucking person. I thought that was one of the funniest things for me is like they were all for it. They're in there like they packed these outfits for this event. And all of them were like, you know what? I'm good.
Even Phaedra was like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, Phaedra, even you? You're the one who's done this before at least, and you can't even get on a fucking horse? Okay, fine.
And the excuse was that her wig wasn't laced down.
I'm not adhesive today.
Oh,
and she literally goes, you know what, get the ladies of Beverly Hills on this. I'm not doing it. It's not worth it for me. And I was like, even Phaedra's sick of fucking Beverly Hills.
I ain't finna say that on no TV. Do that with Beverly Hills. Theirs ain't tacked down neither.
Everyone is.
God damn.
Ugh. And then, yeah.
And then they go back to that weird lunch with, okay, I'm just going to say this because I have this written down because this pisses me off about a lot of vegan and vegetarian people. You're not going to be catered around your dietary restrictions when the majority of the group are meat eaters. I have been a vegetarian of, God, fuck, how many years? Like 15 at this point.
Yeah.
I have never in my life expected anybody, including when we threw our parties, our July 4th parties, never expected anybody to cater to my dietary restrictions when I am the minority in the group.
I still always did, though.
I will always find.
I still always did, though.
You always did, but I never expected it. I'd be like, I will find something. And if I can't find something, I will bring something. So the fact that Pinky is making this such a big fucking deal pisses me off because this is why people are irritated with vegetarians and vegans alike. Because we're always like, well, if there's nothing on the menu bitch, you got French fries and a salad. Guarantee you they got a garden salad that you can make into a house salad, and you got fucking French fries. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Also,
and for her to make it.
Oh, go on.
No, I was going to say for her to make it like it was like a dig against her. Fuck off, you stupid attention-seeking lady.
100% agree. I also love that it's like, you're in Texas. You're in Texas at a barbecue
That's the other
spot.
fucking thing. Read the room.
Like, what do you think is gonna happen here? You're gonna find
You're
like
on
the
a
one
fucking
vegan
ranch,
restaurant?
dude.
Yeah, like what? This is where people like what? Just deal with it. Like you said, eat some French fries and call it a day. Like I would probably just eat the French fries anyway. So like, what does it matter?
Same. And also, by the way, for her to act like all she could order was French fries because she gave the waitress this like dirty ass fucking look from the side. Did you not see that they also served fried zucchini on that table? So you could make a whole, and that's usually what I do. Usually what I do in these situations is I go directly to the appetizer section and I will order all the fried shit.
Yeah.
Because I can find buffalo cauliflower. I can find fried zucchini. I can find a French fry. I can find a quesadilla. I can order off the kids menu. Like you've got fucking options.
Yeah. Like there are no vegetables in that place. Get the hell out of here. There are definitely vegetables. Like you can have a vegetable. Like stop.
Give me a fucking radish. Like Jesus Christ.
So sorry they don't have an Impossible Burger, but like you can still eat something.
It's just that's what gives people such an irritation around vegetarians and vegans, and it is fair. 9 times out of 10, most of my vegetarian friends are ridiculous, are like Pinky, and that's what pisses me off. Is like if you are not hosting the dinner, then you should not expect, unless they come to you like you did at our parties and are like, "What would you want to eat?" Perfect, love that. But when you're going out to a restaurant that is not a vegetarian vegan option, you gotta make do with what you got. And it's not Cynthia's, but Cynthia should not be catering where they're eating dinner to the one subsection of the group that has the dietary restrictions.
Yeah, well, apparently to these three, Cynthia needs to be catering to just them. Because fuck everyone else and her trip. They need to be made sure they're taken care of personally before anything else can happen. Because, yeah.
And I love that Cynthia, while there, pretty much reminded all of them who the fuck she was.
Yeah.
Like, this is Cynthia fucking Bailey. This is 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Like, you're not fucking with, like, a newbie housewife, Pinky. You might be full-time right now. You won't be asked back next season.
100%.
But Cynthia's been around for decades.
Yep. But it's cool because the other
Sorry, that whole dinner pissed me off.
No, it's fine. But it's fine because the other lunch was in a barn.
Absolutely hilarious. Wine tasting next to manure. What?
Yummy.
I've never heard of it before in my life, but I do like Kay Michelle. I think it was Kay Michelle that was like, I get why you did this, but like this was not the right venue.
No. Yeah, the thought was there. But just no one wants to actually eat lunch or drink wine while next to a pile of horse poop. So, yeah, no.
I think they left like after barely one sip of wine. They're like, yeah, we got to go back.
It's like having a dinner in the bathroom.
But yeah, then they're back at the house, and Drew and Cynthia were talking about everything, and that's when Drew was making fun of Shamia's dancing, which I thought was funny.
Hilarious. And I feel so bad for Cynthia. Again, should be full-time. We discussed this. This was her trip. Never have I seen a friend of, quote unquote, host such an involved and detailed first cast trip that is now multiple episodes long.
Yeah.
Like, and we're going to get another one. Yeah. So like Cynthia is holding water for a lot of these women because AKA 3 of them abso-fucking-lutely suck. So, and this poor lady, Cynthia has never, like I said, she's gone up against Nene. You said she went up against Kenya. This poor lady has to take to the bed because the frickin' frack Timu version has exhausted her. Like, but yeah, Drew making fun of Shamia's dancing was honestly hilarious and absolutely spot on, especially because literally 2 scenes later, that's what she does.
Yep. Yeah, when she did it, I was like, no, that's really true. And then they shot to like all like the flashback scenes, and I was like, no, fine. Yep. I like Drew this season. Fine.
Finally.
And then I have dinner time, where finally Shamia and Kelly are happy with their room. Finally.
I I would have, if I was Cynthia, I would have kicked him out. I would have been like, go home then.
Same.
Sorry. There's no room for you at the inn, Mary.
Like, you can't
Go
wait
home.
like, it's not a hotel. They need to find someone to come clean it. Just fucking leave it the fuck alone. Like,
that was my thing, is like, I kept going back to being like, this is not a hotel. This is not like the Four Seasons or the Hilton or whatever. This is an established ranch property.
It's cool.
So fucking
everyone
stupid.
has to
These
cater
two,
to them. And then what? On the Sprinter van.
Bus ride from hell.
It was like something new you learned about everyone, and then that got Kelly and Portia into it, right? Yes.
Yes. And this was when we found out. I did not read Portia's book. Shocking, I know, because I usually buy all of them. I didn't know she fucked R. Kelly.
I didn't either.
Portia slept with R. Kelly.
That was news to me.
Same.
But I also agree with Phaedra when they were like, we'll out whoever is the person that, because I absolutely believe that Kelly slept whoever this person was. Her divorce was basically already done.
100%.
But I think Phaedra was right. Like, outing the husband is not going to really hurt Kelly or the husband. It's going to hurt the wife and the kids. So shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah. I just love that, like, Portia's just like, okay, and
yeah,
what I did, and moving on.
Here's the thing about Portia. She has always been that way. She has always been like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, that happened. And that's how you have to go into reality TV, is like owning your shit.
Yeah.
If you own your shit, nobody can hold anything against you.
But thank you for the sale.
So true.
But
so true.
It was a solid episode, I feel.
Yeah.
Aside from the 3 duds.
Yeah.
Did make me laugh a couple of times, made me enraged a couple of times. And I will say this until I'm blue in the face. Cynthia Bailey deserves to be a full-time fucking housewife from here on out.
Agreed. And with that said, should we go over to RHORI?
Oh. Yes. Yes, actually, a breath of fresh air for me.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so we're back in Newport, which, by the way, shame on me for not knowing that this is a gorgeous city. Like, stunning. Like, picturesque.
Should we go to should we go on a trip to Rhode Island? Should that be our trip?
We absolutely should. And when we do, we should ask for at least all of the cast to be on the episode.
100%.
I'll put that as a poll, actually. I'll see what people say. I'll do like multiples. Like, do you want the full cast? These three.
I mean, definitely has to be Liz and Alicia, like 100%.
Oh, for sure. I also believe that Liz and Alicia are going to be mortal enemies next season.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially after this.
And
episode.
I think Rosie and Kelsey will make up like immediately after next episode. But I do think that, and we're gonna have a Liz and Alicia feud, like a Bethany Countess feud. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
But speaking of Alicia, we have these fucking dolls. I've never been more terrified to watch a Housewife episode in my life.
Yeah, I love how they were like, we heard giggling. Oh, it's just the dolls.
What? Have you not seen Annabelle?
Also, like, for you to just not even think about, like, oh, there could be ghosts in this mansion, and for you just to default to, like, it's just the dolls laughing is like, do you hear giggling in your house?
Well, then we find out that there's a fucking dead nun apparently walking around the mansion.
Because it's definitely haunted, yeah.
Yeah, we lived on the top floor and called the bowling room, and next to it was supposedly where a nun hung herself.
Oh, you could not convince me. I would walk in there with my crystals and my sage and be like, you know what? Before you put your bags down or even bring them into this house, we've got things. Also, the mansion is so desolate. I love that they just like randomly popped furniture in, like in every room. Like you've got like 2 chaise lounges and then like an IKEA bed. And I'm like, this house is abandoned.
Yeah. I also feel like Liz definitely chose it because it's haunted.
Oh, for sure. Look at her house.
I know. I was like, you did this on purpose and I love it.
So they all come down for breakfast. This was so funny because this is like how you know their first season Housewives, because Joellen comes down full glam, full everything. She's like, oh yeah, I showered. Rosie and Kelsey looks like they rolled out of a tractor trailer bus. And Ashley I is just sitting there like awkward and uncomfortable because Kelsey does not look at Rosie at all. Rosie is also in the worst outfit I've ever seen on any show. She's like in a Cabbage Patch doll dress. Just absolutely terrible. Liz is there. Alicia's there. They're talking about what happened the night before. And this is why I say we're going to get a Liz and Alicia feud next season, is because Alicia is trying to talk about what happened between Rosie and Kelsey last night and how she's kind of team Rosie. And Liz essentially tells her to shut the fuck up.
Just let me finish.
And I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. And even in Liz's confessional, she was like, I love her, but God, she doesn't shut the fuck up talking. Can't she just talk into the window? I was like, yep, Liz is over Alicia.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we didn't really get anywhere with this breakfast. They all kind of like departed, like still pissed off at each other.
And Ashley cried again for no reason.
Again. I really should start like a crying tracker.
Right?
She was crying while defending Rosie.
Yeah. Which is why I'm saying over nothing. Because it's like, why are you crying? You're not in this fight. So why are you crying?
I just feel bad for Rosie.
That's exactly it. And again, another first-time housewife moment where I'm like, I don't think we've ever seen a housewife cry over defending another housewife without her being directly impacted by this feud.
Yeah. I mean, I know apparently she always cried on The Bachelor, so like I guess this makes sense and tracks, but it's just like, why?
Yeah, but this is a lot. Like, enough with the crying. I can't. And then, so they break off, and then Rosie and Kelsey sit down. I'm just going to say this right now. There is no them being friends.
No.
I don't even think this conversation, anything happened. No. Like, Rosie still said that at the end of it, she still felt like she had to vomit. So, like, it's just is not. And also, I'm sorry. I am so bored with Kelsey. Like, I get why she's here. I truly understand. I get why they're all here. I get why Rule is absent, but here. I get them all. But like Kelsey, I'm just like, and because it's her, like I'm now finally finding my voice and I'm speaking up. You can only use your resting bitch face as an excuse. And this kind of shows her immaturity to life and Housewives. Like you can't use your RBF as an excuse to be a shitty person. You've never been to therapy, clearly.
Yeah.
And Rosie is done with it. Rosie wants nothing to do with you. Cut your losses, dude.
I think at the end of the day, they're just those two girls that are never gonna get along. Like there's as much as like, yes, I'm not gonna say Rosie's wrong right now. I still don't like Rosie, and I think it's just because it's like she's that girl that I can't. It wouldn't never happen in real life, and I can't like you on this for some reason. But yeah, her and Kelsey they're not meant to be friends, and that's fine.
No,
but real.
Well, that's kind of like I can also see with them the Bethany and Luann situation. Like you don't have to be friends, but you do have a show to film, so you need to figure out how to interact without making it impact the entire fucking group.
Yeah.
Because we're 2 seconds away from Rosie. Well, Rosie calls her a slut pig or a slam pig in the next episode. So, like, that's right up there with Bethany calling Luann a fucking whore. So, we're kind of there. I can't. But, yeah, then the rest of the group is getting ready. I do love that Joellen and Alicia were like, yeah, I'm not doing the water slide. Just not going to do it. I'm going to go for a nice leisurely walk by the river.
I'm just wondering, like, whose idea was the water slide? Because very clearly, like, Alicia wasn't into it. Liz was over it. So, like, who thought of bringing a water slide?
Oh, it was 1000% Rosie because she went down that water slide in that fucking mask.
Oh, yeah.
From the night before.
That's fair. Okay.
So, it's definitely the younger, skewed version of this trip that decided that a water slide was the way to go. I hate water slides, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't like them. Like, it's kind of like why I don't like baths. Like, you're sliding around and like you're sloshy dirtiness.
Yeah.
And grass.
As much as like I always wanted to go to like a water park and do those things, the grossness of it also was in the back of my head that I was like, I don't think I could.
But yeah, there's a water slide, and then Joellen and Alicia go on a walk, and I'd rather have gone on the walk, to be perfectly honest with you. This does get dark, but at the same time, I thought it was like Alicia being there made it incredibly hilarious for me, because Joellen talking about how her mom basically sent her to a camp because she didn't want to deal with her anymore, which is what Kathy Hilton did to Paris Hilton, by the way. And then Alicia's just like watching in horror, as she would say, just horror. And then she said, she was like, oh, well, and this is wild to me that she said this on camera. She was like, oh, well, yeah, we saw them go away in the middle of a school year, and we just didn't think like anything of it. And then we started to get concerned. And I was like, Alicia.
Everyone noticed. We just didn't know why.
Never change, but also, please, we need self-awareness. We need something other than crackers and Fig Newtons to nourish this brain of yours, because this doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, she forgot her crackers. So maybe that has to do with it.
Her blood sugar was low. We will give her that. And well, first of all, and who the fuck didn't have an emergency set of crackers on it? I would carry them around if I was a producer, like they were fucking like holy water. Like, we can't let Alicia's blood sugar, like I would just start throwing them at her as she was filming. Like I'd just be like, catch it, like a goose. Like, because she loves birds. She loves birds.
Fair.
Remember, she thought it was a flamingo or an ostrich, and she would probably just catch it in her mouth.
Yeah. I did feel bad for Joellen though, listening to this story though. I was like,
Me too.
That's a really shitty thing. And then for you just to like be taken back home because the state wanted to take custody of you is like, wow, okay. So, it took a lot.
That was where I was like, this is fucked up, because she didn't want to have to. I was like, okay, now and this is why Joellen is going to be one of the like top tier OG franchise ladies, because she has such a deep story that's going to go beyond. That's why I'm saying like Rosie and Kelsey for me just aren't hitting, because I don't really care about their personal life. I just don't. There's nothing about it where I'm like, I want to know more. You can give me 4 more seasons of Joellen and her mom. Plus her husband, Gary, fucking hot. The only husband I know the name of with confidence. Because I don't even know Ashley I's husband with confidence. I think it's Jared.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the one you like so much.
Yeah, Gary and Jared. Everybody else is named with a J.
Yeah, I don't know. It's either a J or
but then we're back at Slip and Slide. Oh yeah, one's name is Rula's name is Brian.
Yeah,
which is still wild to me.
Kelsey's boyfriend's Billy.
Oh right, I forgot it's her boyfriend, not her side piece anymore.
Yeah, no, now it's just her boyfriend.
Too many men.
I know.
Too many men on the show. But yeah, we're back at Slip and Slide, and Liz goes in because she's like, I'm not fucking a waiter.
I know, everyone was like going Google Gaga over those butlers, and I was like, okay, you guys are clearly younger.
Exactly. Like Boris and Robert, which by the way should be the name of a Russian tag team spy people. Yeah, I didn't get it.
I'm with Liz.
I'd go back in bed, and I do love. This has been Ashley kind of like 1 point for me, because she came up to check on Liz and she was like, I just don't want you to be mad at me because I'm with them. And Liz is so hard to crack, and I really want to crack her. Pyan and Alicia walking in from like the hallway being like, I want to crack her. But I like that about Ashley. Like she checked in to make sure that she was okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think Ashley is like kind of like what Ben is doing in Summer House. She's just the one that's like there being the mediator, making sure you're good. Hey, how you doing? Okay. And that's fine for now.
Yeah, but she can't stay there. That's the thing. Is there has to be some that's fine for her first season. That's your role to play. I get that. But next season, if you come back, we're gonna need conflict somewhere.
Yeah. And it can't just be crying over nothing. literally nothing.
And it can't be about the coffee shop that you only own one of and it's not a franchise and you're only able to own it because of bachelor money. Like, we're going to need more. But right now, Ashley, you're good.
Yeah.
Be the Elmer's glue of the group.
At least she's
totally
there.
Understand.
Unlike RHOA, who is sick and can't be there.
Which is hilarious to me because you made a very good point. If this was any of our actual jobs and we tried to call out and they were like, okay, well, why? Well, I don't know. I didn't feel well and my doctor said there's nothing there and there's no doctor's note and there's no MRIs and there's no x-ray, but something's wrong. We all would be fired.
Yeah. Honestly, it just took me back to like, I would get text messages like, it's too windy. I can't come into work today. And I'm like, what? No. You can still come into work today just because it's a little windy outside. You're good. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I used to get the most
chug
absurd...
some ginger ale, throw a saltine down your throat, and let's go.
Yeah, I used to get the most absurd fucking text messages of people trying to call out. I'm like, yeah, no.
Oh my God.
So sorry, but no. If we had a boot and rally, so the fuck can you. Get to work now, bye-bye.
The worst call-outs have been when I've lived down here because the entitlement is strong with the South. And I'm just like, okay, well, I need you. Like, leaders would call out. And I'm like, what the fuck? What? Oh, yeah. So then they go, I do think it is a nice boat, but the first boat that they got on, I thought was going to be the boat that they were going to permanently be on because this is your first season. Your budget should not be for this nice-ass fucking boat. But I think Liz pulled some strings and was like, I'm not riding that pontoon boat.
Oh, yeah, no.
But this is also where Ashley found out that her son had to go to the hospital. So she had to leave the cast trip. And I was telling Jess, I think that this is why this cast is so large. Because you have Rula, who doesn't show up for fucking shit. You have Ashley, who can't really commit really to anything because of her kids. Like, if that was the case, we'd be down to 3 housewives.
Yeah.
So no wonder this cast is so big.
Yeah. That's all I had for the boat.
Yeah, that's really all I had either. Oh, except for Joellen fucking on a boat.
Oh,
and then her not saying that it was a boat. And I was like, okay, Joellen, this is also why I like you, because there's so much here for you to tell us. And then they get back to the castle, and this is where the video comes out. And again, Joellen, leader of the ship, got the video. And I love that now Liz is like, well, fuck.
Holy shit.
I have to fucking agree with Joellen.
There's nothing left to defend.
Which I appreciate, because on any other franchise, they'd be like, no, that's not. Like Erica and Kyle could never do this.
No.
Like, at least now Liz is like, fine, fuck it. He fucked around.
Which very clearly, yes. Yes.
Well, I thought it was clearly from the polo match.
I mean, yeah.
When he dropped Rula off, went fucked her, and then picked Rula back up and showed up at the polo match.
I mean, honestly, I thought it when he picked up his cell phone at the match, and I was like, or even before they got to the polo event. Yeah. When he picked up his phone, I was like, no, that's his mistress. He's going to see her. There's like no way. Maybe I've been watching way too much of my true crime, but like, no. Yeah. And I just love that.
And then basically everyone was like, what are we going to do about this video? And I love that everybody just piled on to Alicia. They're like, well, Alicia, you got to do it. And Alicia, honestly, of all of them, is not the one that I would be like, hey, deliver this kind of like Traitors-esque, like you've been murdered, like, which is why I think Alicia should go on Traitors. It would be absolutely hilarious. But Alicia's not the one I would hook my horse to.
No, but I also understand that it can't be Liz. It can't be Joellen. It needs to be someone else.
Well, see, I think it should be Liz. I think Liz has a good balance of, like we just said, like she has the balance of like, this is now a real thing. I was backing you and your husband up until this, and she has to go with the video.
Yeah.
John's got to send her the video. But if she shows up with like, I was ride or die for you, ride or die for your husband, but how am I supposed to argue this away?
Yeah.
Where Alicia's only spine that she showed this season is when she threw/spilled her drink on the ground and then immediately apologized to Rosie for calling her like a cunt. Like, and that's not the energy we need to go up against RHOA.
Yeah, that's fair. I just feel like at this point, Liz has already poked holes in it that RHOA is going to automatically go on the defensive and not want to believe her no matter what. That I think it needs to come from someone that hasn't chimed in yet. And I think because Liz has already tried, it's like not going to land.
Actually, you know who should? Ashley.
Yeah.
She's the glue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She would be a good one.
That's a good one.
To be like, the only shitty thing is she's not at the castle.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be more like of a generic, like, hey, listen, this was brought to me. If anything, she's going to have to go to her and be like, hey, Joellen, after showing this to the rest of the women, sent this to me.
Yeah, that's going to come off worse. That's going to come off way worse. That can't happen.
Exactly.
That can't be the case.
So, like, if Ashley had stayed, not that she should have, but if she had stayed, she would have been the perfect bridge of like, I am the neutral party in all of this. This is what I got.
Yeah, like, I barely know you. I don't know your husband. I don't know anything that's happening, but like, I was shown this, so you should see it. Yeah, no,
I don't want it to be uncomfortable between you and I. Yeah. Like she has so many ways she could play this. But yeah, I do not think it should be Alicia because God, she's not good with conflict.
No. And the fact that in the next episode we're gonna see her at dinner with them, I'm like, oh my God, Alicia.
We're gonna find out if she suffers from rosacea because she's gonna break out in hives if she can't handle stressful situations. Because I fucking would.
She'll just be pulling at her crackers from like her.
Literally, I literally have in my notes. I said she's just gonna eat a Fig Newton the entire dinner.
Every time she goes to say something, she's like, can't talk. My mouth's full.
That's hilarious because that is in my notes. I was like, if Alicia has to do this, somebody supply her with Fig Newtons.
Yep.
Oh, solid episode, solid season. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly can't. I can pick like 8 favorites.
I know. They're just this is my favorite at this point. What on Bravo right now, it's just Rhode Island for me. Everything else fades off into the background. And
I feel like that's because the bar is so low.
Yeah. And Summer House wouldn't be there if it wasn't for fucking Amanda and Wes.
Right.
Whatever, we're not going to go there again.
But we can go to the really low fucking bar.
The Valley.
This has just activated.
I am. Yeah, let's do it. The Valley. I've never been more infuriated by men I think, than watching this fucking show.
Worst. Yeah.
Because at least, like, the other ones have, like, 1 or 2 that I hate, that I'm like, okay, I hate you. The rest of you are decent. This is, like, no one. I just fucking hate all of you. Anyway.
Which is valid, honestly. You're not wrong in feeling this.
It starts off at Tom Tom, because everyone's going to...
This was closed. I literally have in my notes, I was like, I thought this closed, but then I remembered it was Schwartz and Sandy's that closed.
Yeah. Schwartz and Sandy's closed. But you had like everyone going there for what, a lunch, I guess?
I guess it was to soft launch Schwartz and Kiana.
Yeah, which I kept writing Katie, and I was like, oh my God, I need to stop.
It's fair. However, I don't like her. I think she's doing far too much for your first episode ever on TV. Like, I don't like her.
Yeah, the sunglasses thing was like...
Yep. And then she reminded me of Lala.
Yeah, I could see that.
And like, I'm gonna need like production to start vetting the people that these like reality stars are dating, because I don't need people that want to be on reality television to be on my screen, to fuck up like my television shows. Because Brittany's ex current whatever, Brandon, I think is his name,
Mm-hmm.
him and Kiana are giving the same exact vibes. Like, I am dating you to be on the show.
Yeah. Yeah. I did think it was funny, though, that Brittany was just blowing up Schwartz's spot. Like, oh, you're so cute. You're so giddy right now.
I was like, Brittany, you might as well just ask him to marry her now.
How many dates have you guys been on?
All right,
relax.
But at the same time, I looked at Hondo, I was like, I would probably be that person if it was one of our friends. But, oh, go me.
That's fair, but I also think that Brittany is just stupid. Like, I don't think she's, like, doing it intentionally to, like, talk Schwartz up. I think she's just doing it because she's dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Like, the Kentucky Muffin doesn't think as far ahead as that.
Fair. But then while this is happening, or I don't know if it was while, but they shot to Kristen, Lacey, and Nia shopping for outfits and wigs. And that's when Lacey says she's like super uncomfortable with Janet.
Listen, I like Lacey, but finding out things recently, I have mixed emotions about this woman. I think she's great TV. I will say that.
Agreed.
But mixed emotions about her.
I just think it's hilarious though that Lacey's is not wanting to go to San Diego because of the uncomfortableness with Janet and not with Michelle.
Right.
I was like, I think this is hilarious. Like, you have no problems with Michelle right now. It's just Janet.
Which, to be fair, yeah.
Janet.
I will never understand how Ariana is best friends with Janet. I won't, I don't get it. I will never understand it. But listen, a lid for every pot.
Yeah, to each their own, right? And then it shot over to Kristen and Luke talking about Zach and Janet.
Which I do understand where Kristen is coming from in this episode. Like, practice what you preach. If you're going to talk shit the day before, stand by that. Otherwise, don't come to me with your problems.
Yeah, no. But I feel like it's just Zach being Zach.
Well, there is the whole thing of like, and I can't speak for every gay guy, but like, as a gay man, I want to be liked by as many people as possible, because in my youth, I wasn't liked by anybody. So like, I don't really want confrontation with people. So I get it. I'm not that way because I've burned many bridges about my thoughts on people, and I don't regret them. But I do get where he's coming from. But at the same time, I get where Kristen's coming from. Like, fucking pull your balls out, dude.
Yeah. Like, if you're going to say, even in the confessional, say, like, you're so uncomfortable and, like, listen, I said we'd be friends, but not this close yet, then, like, at least hold true to that and don't give in to her as she's doing all of the shit. Like, on the train when she kept poking. I'm like, you can stop it. Like, you can stop this at any point, but you're not. You're continuing it as if it's okay. So, like, I need you to say something.
Did you also, Zach, say to Janet that there's boundaries in your friendship that you need her to not cross? Because that's something that you need to do. Because if you don't trust her, she's not going to just off the whim. I mean, she might. I don't know. It's Janet. But off the whim, not offer her uterus to you when you're talking about children. If you're like, hey, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Like, that was wild to me.
No, yeah. And even, like, Janet in her confessionals is like, I know we're not there yet, but, like, fuck it. I'm like,
right.
No. If you also know you're not there yet, then, like, maybe don't fucking do that yet. Give it some time. Like, listen, I've, like, mended friendships and, like, it's fine, but I was aware of the fact that more time had to pass before other things could start happening again. Like, you need to create that friendship back up. And, like, it doesn't just happen immediately because you were like, oh, look, we're friends again.
Well, that's what's happening right now in my personal life is, like, there's a friendship / family bond that is ruptured, and we're trying to figure out how to build that back up. And it's not easy. It's hard. It's very hard. And It shouldn't be like, I'll offer you my uterus. Like, it shouldn't be that. Like, you need to, again, start, like I said, start from the studs and figure out how that works. Like, is it like you talking to them, like when they reach out to you? Is it you read, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really, I get why Kristen is pissed off at Zach, because Zach is taking the easy route and not really understanding what the issue is.
Yeah.
Or was.
Yeah. You need to take a step back, figure out where you are, figure out where the other person is, and then work towards it accordingly.
Yep.
However that fits for the both of you, for like it individually, that needs to be done and time needs to be taken. So like but I guess we're already at the train, so like that was a good segue. Because the next note is the train. Yeah. I forgot how bad Kristen travels. So the fact that they have to be...
Oh my God. This flashed me back. Do you remember that episode? They didn't even go... I thought, like, when I was watching it for Vanderpump Rules, I thought that this was like they went overseas. No, they went just like down the coast of California.
Yeah.
This is when she like fell over the chair.
Yep.
Oh, she's the worst.
That's when Stassi was like, you're a terror to fucking go anywhere with or to room with. Like, no, absolutely not. And when that
didn't Stassi stay in a different room?
Yes, because they were going to room together. And she was like, no, absolutely not. Like, I can't do that with you. And I'm like, I forgot about that. And this is going to be hell. Because now you're like traveling again with everyone. Postpartum. And you have a baby and you're dealing with Luke. Dude, I can't. I don't know how you're going to do this. Kristen's going to lose her mind.
As I was watching it, I was like, oh my God, we've got Phantom Kristen. We've got bad Kristen back.
And she even said it in a confessional. She was like, if you thought I was bad then, just wait. I'm like, oh my God. Kristen. Which also made me want to rewatch Vanderpump, but yeah.
Me too, at least that season.
Yeah. This is also when I fucking really I already hated Danny. Like, my hatred for Danny was already there and slowly growing, but this really just fucking topped that shit. I mean, this entire episode.
Was my first note of this was, well, fuck all the men.
This was so crazy. And I know this was just a blip in, like, the train scenes, but, like, the fact that Nia simply asked him to hold the fucking baby so she could eat a fucking sandwich, and this man was like, no? I seriously
not
almost
even
threw
just
something at my screen.
But like put up an actual fight about it. I'm like, I am a homosexual man. I don't claim any children, and gracefully so. I will never have to deal with, but I would at least hold, if you ever had a kid, I would at least hold the baby so that I'd hold it like this, so that you could eat a sandwich. But like, I would hold it and not complain about this. You made this baby.
Let's hold her for a little bit while I eat.
Well,
And then I'll take her
I'm going
back.
to go down and get a coffee.
Do you want to put her in the carrier?
I'm going to go down and get a coffee or something then.
That's what I mean. Like, this entire franchise just has me so over men in general. Like, I was already over men, and I already hear things about like my friends and their friends and how like their husbands act the way they do. But I'm like, the pure fact that men out there think that you can just have a child with someone and then not take care of said child is wild to me. Because, like, you helped create the child. This is your fucking kid, too. It is not only the woman's responsibility to take care of said child. When they're up in the middle of the night taking care of them, you should be, too. Or you should take turns. Why the fuck is this even a question?
Well, it's kind of like right up there with all of the dads that are like, oh, do I have to babysit?
It's not babysitting, it's your fucking kid.
Like, there's some babysitting. It's called parenting.
Yeah, you don't babysit your own child. You are just their parent, and you are taking care of your own fucking child because they are your goddamn child. Oh my God.
That's why I said my note for the beginning of this is I hate men.
Yeah, and it only gets worse. And I know it's going to get worse with the most recent episode. So like, I know this is only going to get crazier, but I'm like, between Luke and Danny this season, I'm losing my mind, because also when Kristen was like, I'm still wearing a diaper, had me go back to Luke being like, you're really pushing her to fuck you when she needs to still wear a fucking diaper. Like, are you serious right now?
No, it absolutely is going to get worse because I was telling Jess we're recording this Thursday and the newest Valley episode came out last night and I've already seen clips of it. And I try not to watch the newest episodes before we record because I don't want to convolute the thought process. But I know just from seeing clips that this episode is going to make it 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
For the Valley.
The pure fact that, like, I haven't seen a fucking peep about the Valley other than the fact that it's boring as shit. And now, all of a sudden, after this last episode, my Reddit feeds are flooded with fucking Valley things. I'm like, yeah, okay. You fixed it because Danny's a piece of shit. Great. But, like, just gonna infuriate me. But yeah, other than that, on the train, it was Zach, and Janet and Kristen giving him an eye of, like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, and I don't blame them.
Yeah. Then we finally get to the house, and Jesse and Zach proceed to run into the house to pick the rooms, where Jesse finds it necessary and right that he gets the master bedroom.
But his logic behind it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like that. So you're new to Bravo, clearly, because that's not, first of all, the person that gets the master bedroom is the one that hosts the trip, which is Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
So or if someone's pregnant, which, I mean, finally none of them are, or sick or something happened in their lives, you had nothing happen. So you don't get that room. And I do love when Lala is the best person on the cast, you're having a crisis of self.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I did really like when she was fighting him for that room.
Me too. She's like, I'm not moving. I'm not leaving. Like,
okay.
She literally, I think at one point told Jesse that her and Lacey can sleep around her and Michelle.
Well, Michelle and I can't wait to be in here with you guys.
Okay, well, that's great.
Yeah. It's like, all right, we can just all room together then, if that's how you're going to do it. It's like, Lala's not wrong. She will do that. So, yeah.
100%. Oh my God, the fucking pickleball court. It will never not haunt us. This fucking sport. Did you know they do it down here religiously? Like
pickleball everywhere, like Robert. It's like everywhere.
It's wild to me.
Yeah, it's a thing. I don't get it. Whatever. We're not sports people. I did really like that Schwartz broke this trip up into like everyone has their own house. Kind of.
I did like that.
Everyone with babies has that one.
Honeymoon cottage.
Yeah, they get that one. And then everyone else gets, I was like, that's smart. For one Schwartz thought. Good for you.
Yeah, but the consequence of Schwartz thinking is that fucking hairstyle he had in the confessional where it looks like he stuck his tongue in an electrical socket and just shocked the shit out of it. It was so bad.
I mean, I think Schwartz forgot he used to be a model.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Because also if you look at every time he's in a confessional, his pants go up to like fucking here. And I'm like, dude, why are you wearing capris?
Even in like the cast photo for the Valley or the promo photo, I was like, did Schwartz forget how to model or something? Like what happened to his face?
Well, it's because I don't think he was ever an actual model. I think it was more like kind of like the other guy in Vanderpump Rules now who was a model but got shot 9 times.
Oh, yeah.
And just kind of like accidentally fell into acting. Like I think that's Schwartz just not being shot.
And not falling into acting, but falling into reality TV. Because that's
right, exactly. Yes.
He did.
Yeah.
And then I get mad at fucking Danny again.
I mean, I have swaddle.
Yeah. Because he comes out of the room like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this baby? I need a swaddle. Nia, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why didn't you give me this? Why don't you have this ready? Why are we doing this? I'm like, okay.
Well, again, Nia was eating.
Yeah.
She was eating. And the fact that she was like, well, if you put her down too early, she's going to wake the fuck up. So you need to do it right before. And by the way, Danny, shut the fuck up. This is how we know you don't ever watch these children. You don't know what their sleep patterns are.
Nia. I need oh my gosh.
What?
I need a swaddle.
Yeah, it just like, and then he kept being like, well, we brought a fucking babysitter, so why do I have to do this? I'm like, because you're the dad. Because you are the father. So, like, yes, you need to take care of the baby. What the fuck is wrong with you? You want to brag about 4 under 4 all you want. And yet when it comes down to actually taking care of said 4 under 4, you're like, fuck it, I can't.
There's something very caveman-esque about this man. Also, like, I don't want to throw the word around like predatory, but like it's very like, I want to make my woman be this incubator for as long as possible and not take any form of responsibility for it at all, other than the fact that I get to fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really gross.
Yeah. Also, like, the looks he was giving Nia, especially in this specific scene, even shot me back to, like, what Mia said to Sierra about Amanda and Kyle. It's like, what happens behind closed doors at this point? Because, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because it only gets worse at the fucking amusement park. So I'm like, what is wrong with you?
When he said that she was performative or whatever it was.
Yeah, because all she wanted to do was fucking like hang out with her husband at an amusement park. What the fuck is? I hate him so much.
Well, when he said he's like, this isn't how you usually act. I'm like, yeah, because she's not. Both of her tits aren't latched down by 2 suckling infants. Of course, she's going to be excited. You piece of shit.
It's just so. Oh, well, again, I did a really good segue because now they're at the amusement park.
You did.
Which I've been to, and I rode that roller coaster. So, hey, look at that. When Honda and I went to San Diego, we went to Belmont.
Oh.
And we rode the roller coaster.
I didn't know it was like, I thought, I'm used to like fairs and things being like you take them down and build them back up. Other than Coney Island, obviously, which is around forever. I'm not used to like fairs and roller coaster places being like all year long.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like Coney for them over there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I enjoyed that Jesse stayed off the roller coaster. I thought that was funny because there's always that one friend that's like, I don't do that shit. I'll be down here. Yeah, that's you. And, and Pontiff, because she'd be like, I'll hold the bags.
Fuck no. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be the bag holder, but like I'm not gonna go on a roller coaster. I'm like, will.
So that new ride that it was at Coney like 7 years ago,
I remember
8 years
that,
ago.
yeah.
I ever since then, when there's no floor and you go up and down and cruise it around, and then when you're with some fucking idiot who doesn't put their shit in the locker that they provide for you, and all of their shit falls out of their pocket onto the roller coaster, and then you have to wait 5 hours for the park to close before you can leave because your friend's a fucking moron. Yeah, I don't fuck with roller coasters anymore. Absolutely not. I will stay firmly planted on, because if I had stayed firmly planted on the ground, I could have looked at my friend and my family member and have said, I have no part in this. I'm going home. You can wait for this. But because I sat there while this idiot kept all their shit in their pockets, I was like, well, I guess I was a part of it. So, yeah, no, I don't fuck with roller coasters anymore. I refuse. Absolutely refuse. Won't do it.
That's fair. I get it. I still like them.
I'll also puke real quick.
I will say, though, when they were like all having their phones out, I looked at Hondo. I'm like, I remember being on this roller coaster and I thought my phone was going to fly out of my pocket. Like, I remember being on this roller coaster, like holding my phone because I was like, oh, this feels like it's gonna go somewhere. So I'm just gonna like hold on real tight to my shit and enjoy the roller coaster. But they're all like, look at this. I'm like, how did that not fly out of your hand? Because
I feel like they decreased the speed.
Oh, for them?
It definitely wasn't going as fast as it should.
Yeah, that's fair. Because that thing did go fast. Whatever. Yeah, but this is when I got mad at Danny. Because as we said before, Nia just wanted to spend time with him and he wanted to be a dick bag.
Yeah, and all she said was don't wear ripped fucking jeans. And this Metro piece of shit wore ripped jeans.
I just hate him. I just hate him.
Yeah, fair. I mean, same.
Yeah. And what? It was Schwartz, Brittany, Lala, Michelle, and Janet talking. Because Schwartz was talking about Kiana. Whatever. And then it ended with...
I felt like that was it.
Yeah. And then it ended with Lala and Michelle on the beach talking, and Michelle talking about her mom. And Lala talking about her dad again.
And I like that scene, but at the same time, I think that it was just kind of like, hey, we need to make Lala feel a part of the cast.
I also feel like they're very much trying to go deeper into Michelle.
Yeah. Which, let's be fair, it's the Valley. We don't need to go deep. This isn't like this isn't like a Housewives season where we're dealing with dark shit. It's the Valley. But I mean, honestly, I guess Darko Danny, we are going to go through some dark shit. So,
yeah, I mean, between him and fucking Luke. Yay. Anyway, that was it. That was the Valley.
They really need to take an IQ test before they become dads.
Something. Because this is ridiculous. I've had enough.
And we have a whole season of it. I don't see it getting better anytime soon.
I know it's not going to. It's just, ugh. This is just infuriating. Anyway, that was it. I guess should we go to Fuck, Marry, Kill?
God, yes.
All right.
I can't talk about the Valley anymore. My brain is like polluted with toxic male energy.
All right, let's do it. Fuck, marry, kill. I have another one for Robert.
Yeah, these are fun. I actually enjoy these.
Yeah, same. And like, I enjoy figuring them out and hearing what you have to say. So I feel like just all around, this is just the way we're going to be going. All right. I gave Robert the option of either 3 women or 3 men. He went with 3 men. So are you ready?
Because I feel like after this last Valley episode, I can kill a bunch of that.
Yes, but see, I felt like using the Valley was too easy because like we fucking hate all of them.
Right.
So like this is going to be slightly harder. Are you ready, Robert?
Yes.
All right, fuck, marry, kill. Carl, KJ, Jesse, Solomon, not Valley, Solomon.
Oh, that is hard. Okay, well, I'm going to marry KJ because I can't in any way break that little boy bird. And that also means that I get to fuck him in his like 18 abs. So I'm definitely going to marry KJ. But now I feel bad for Carl because I love that sweet baby too. I like don't want to throw him away as just I'm not killing Carl. So it's between fuck. Well, I don't know if I could. I don't want to like if I do just fuck him, then maybe I just kill him after because I don't want him to feel bad. But then also he's done so much growth that I don't want to kill him either. He's gonna offer the world like a tremendous. Okay, yeah, I will. Because Jesse Solomon offers nothing to this world except for terrible music.
What do you mean? You don't want to keep listening to what would Jesse Solomon do?
No, absolutely not. Ever in this world. My algorithm now has finally changed that it doesn't pop up every time a reel shows up.
Okay.
Which now that we're talking about it next to my phone, I'm sure it
definitely will. Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, I guess I will. You know what? I'm going to fuck Carl. I've always wanted to fuck Carl ever since season 1 with his bad teeth. And then when I found out that he let a guy go down on him, I was even more like, that's my guy. And I was also Bailey in this episode. Like, fucking make out with me. You and that preposterously large neck vein that just grew out of nowhere. And then, yeah, I guess I'll kill Jesse. Even though he's doing a lot for cancer awareness, he's had too many bad fuckboy seasons that and he's also too new.
Yeah.
Where like Carl, since I've watched since season 1, I have more of a loyalty. So I'm not gonna kill the guy that I'm loyal to. I'll fuck him, but I won't kill him. But again, loyalty goes back to KJ, but KJ's there's just like the sweetest little bird baby human, but also is savage as fuck on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or on Threads. So like, yeah, that's my final. I will marry KJ, I will fuck Carl, and I will kill Jesse.
Okay. I figured that
begrudgingly kill Jesse though. Begrudgingly.
I figured that's pretty close to where you'd go, but yeah, I felt like I needed to give you like 3 likable guys.
That was a good one. I liked it because it was like a morally dilemma one.
Yeah, it's
because I did like all 3.
Because I felt like the other ones are very much like we hate them, so it's like
right.
Okay, it's hard because like, well, you don't want to marry anyone you hate, right? But then this one's like, oh, but they're 3 good ones, so like, what would you do? I'm trying to spice it up, keep it different.
It was Sophie's choice because that Carl decision is really hard on me because if it was any other man you put in there besides KJ, I would have married Carl.
Yeah.
1000%.
I was
tall man, has an ass for days, beautiful body.
And he's grown. He's emotionally stable and grown.
Exactly.
Great. Yeah. I almost put Schwartz in there, and I was like, no, he'll kill him in like 0.5 seconds.
That would have been
so, like,
easy.
That would have been, that was like way too easy of a thought to be like, I can't.
Because while Schwartz has made like a sense of showing growth, I have always been one of the OG haters of Schwartz since Vanderpump Rules season 2 when he was a cast member, because I always saw him for what he was, a golden retriever with the mind of a psychopath.
Yeah. Ever since he poured that drink over Katie's head. Yeah.
That exactly.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks for coming back and listening, guys. We love you.
Yes. We're trying to make it so it's not so long, but it's not our fault Bravo keeps coming out with shows.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do with 5 episodes, and one of those episodes being Summer House is like really difficult to contain that in a tight time frame because we have a lot of opinions over the shit that's happening. So yeah, we're doing our best, but thanks for always coming back and listening, and please subscribe to our YouTube.
Please do. Again, you'll get to see our facial reactions and hand reactions of how I would hold a baby if somebody gave it to me. Because I don't know. I don't have that in me. So, if anything, subscribe to see how I do that.
Yeah, that, and make sure you follow us on all the socials.
Yes, please. Well, I guess until next week, guys.
Bye.